Today's video, I'm going to show you how to download, install, and use Retroarch on Android 12 operating system on the Orange Pi 5 single board computer. So the method I'll be using is using a USB flash drive to achieve this. So if you have a USB flash drive, you can format it into FAT32. This one is already formatted and ready for use. So I'm going to get started now. Just go to Retroarch's website first. This is Retroarch's website. Go to download. For Android, I think the operating system for Orange Pi 5 is a 64-bit operating system, so you can download this right here. Just download that. Just click on it and it will download to your download folder, which I have done here. Just open up your USB flash drive and just put the file in there. Also make sure you put some ROMs in here too. I put some ROMs in here so I could test it. Make a directory and put ROMs in there. These things I didn't add. When I put it into the Android 12 operating system in my Orange Pi 5, it populated this automatically. Okay. Now I will be going to my Orange Pi 5 with my Android 12 operating system. And if you haven't if you don't have an image of Android 12 operating system for the Orange Pi PC, that'll be in the top right hand corner of the screen. You could view that and set up and install your own Android 12 operating system on your Orange Pi 5 single board computer. So now I'll be going to my Orange Pi 5 single board computer. Yeah, I inserted the USB flash drive into my Android operating system. So after you do that, you can go here, push down, gives you access to the USB flash drive, and you could also access it in File Manager, which is right here. You just press left press and push up to get here, and go to Files, and go to the flash drive. You could open that up. You could double click, left double click this. I already installed it, so it's not going to let me install it again. Just continue. It's going to ask your tablet and personal data are more vulnerable to attack by unknown apps. Well, I downloaded this from Retroarch's official website, so I don't think it's going to be malicious. So continue. Do you want to update the app? No, I don't. It's asking me to update because I already installed it. So it's not an update, so cancel. So you could just go ahead and install that. So press this to go back. Press that to go back. And now I'm going to start Retroarch. If you have a USB controller, you could connect it to your Orange Pi 5 single board computer. And the controller that I'm using is a Logitech F310 USB controller. So you could start the app either one of two ways. You can go here. To get out, it's down. To go in, it's left click and up. So you could start it here or you could start it here. Before I do that, I'm using my controller to navigate through here. Before I do that, I want to go to Files. Here, ROMs. Copy that. Going to go to Retroarch's folder right here. I'm going to make a directory called ROMs. Go in. I'm going to make another directory called NES. Copy that stuff that I got from there. You could use Control C to copy it. Control V would be to paste it. You could do that as well. Going to go back. Make another directory called no, I screwed up. I'm sorry. So sorry. Delete this. New folder. I'm gonna call it SNES, Super Nintendo. Make another folder called PS1, PlayStation 1. Go back here. Copy. Control V. Gonna take a while for it to copy those files because they're pretty big files. Just gonna wait till that's done. Right now it's copying. It's not telling me what the rate is, but we're just gonna wait until it's done. Okay, that's it. I could fast forward through this as well. SNES. Copy that too. Back to Orange Pi 5. For ROMs. SNES and paste that there as well. Okay. Looks good. Now start RetroArch again. Just click it once. First thing you want to do is configure the controls. So we'll go to input. I like 1. But default it was 5, but I said it changed to 1. You could change the controls here. Let's do yeah, this is the one I want to change. This is the controller. Set all controls. Just press it for about 4 seconds. Y button. Select button, just keep it pressed for 4 seconds. Start button. D-pad up. Again for 4 seconds. Left D-pad. Right D-pad. A button. X button on the top. Left shoulder. Right shoulder. Top. Left bottom. Right bottom. L3 button. R3 button. Analog to the right. Left analog to the left. Left analog down. Left analog up. Right analog right. Right analog left. Right analog down. Right analog up. Okay, that's it. So let's go back. For here, you could press B and you could change the analog control. I like analog left. This is the device that I'm using. Press A to go back. Go to menu controls. Hotkeys. Menu toggle. I put start and select for that. Toggle menu. Start select. We'll do that as well. Press A to go back. A to go back. Let's import content. Scan directory. I created that ROMs folder. Scan this directory, yes. Here, scan this directory. Press A to go back. Scan this directory. Press A to go back. All the way back. We have some games here. Let's try Castlevania and see if it works. Run. Oh yes, I almost forgot to show you one more thing before I did that. We need to load cores. You could download a core for the emulator that you want. Let's say I wanted PlayStation emulator. This is the one that I already installed. Go back. Download a core. Just the Nintendo emulator next. Keep going up. Okay, this one. And then I also want the SNES. This one. I also want N64, but I didn't put any N64 ROMs. I'll do that next. Nintendo 64, I think. There it is. We'll get Mupin 64. Download that. Go back. Press A to go back. There's no items in N64. I must have forgotten. Back. Did I not put stuff in for the N64? For SNES? Orange Pie. I think I did, but didn't get it in there. Maybe it doesn't like the format of the file. I did get it in there, but it doesn't like the format. Maybe it can't be zipped or something. Or it has to be zipped. But I didn't zip the files. Oh well, anyways. We'll just use what I got. Here it is. Let's run the Nintendo 16. Run this with the Nestopia emulator. To get out and start select, close content. Let's try something else. Let's go to audio. Try this.
Namco. Transcending history and the world. Welcome to the stage of
The audio's kind of low, isn't it? So let me go back. Start select. Very, very low audio sound. I don't like that. So we're going to go back. Go to sound. Let's get it up a little bit. That's more like it. Now let's run some games. try it. Now it's better. You can hear the audio better. The reason why it has those overlays is because on an Android phone, that's for the touchscreen, by the way. But this is not an Android phone, right? This is a single board computer. Alright, that's enough. Let me get out of here. So start and select. So close. You could save states here if you want. It's up to you. You can change the controls here. Turbo fire settings. It has automatic. It does the automatic stuff. The automatic button automatic. Let me get out of here. Close that. Let's go back to press A. Press A to go back. Sony PlayStation. Let's try this again. See if we get better sound output.
Namco.
I didn't put the BIOS files in, but it still runs without BIOS files. You must use BIOS files.
Welcome to the stage of history. Battle 1. Fight. The grueling battle ends with the victory of Siegfried. You
I have to
win.
try different emulators.
I never had an easy victory.
Battle 2. Fight. Knockout.
Alright, that's enough. That's basically how you run this stuff. If you want to, I guess you could import other kinds of files. BIOS files and stuff like that. Oh yes, I'll show you where to put the BIOS files. Okay, the BIOS files are here. Systems, okay? So I'll show you where that is in the file manager. Okay, so where that thing is at is in your root directory is Orange Pi. I think it's in Retroarch. Systems. And this is where you would put all the BIOS files, basically. You could also change the look of the menu as well. So it could look could make it look different. This is more for like Android phone type of main menu. We can make it look like something else. Right now it's in GLUI mode. We could set it to ozone, which I like better. So in order for this to take into effect, we have to restart. Quit Retroarch and restart it again. See, now we have a different look. I like this one better. And also, if the games don't appear here, then you could go load each individual game. Like for the SNES games. Play this. It does run for SNES. Okay, so you could run games like that as well. Let's see what kind of cores we can get before I go. See what kind of cores. Download a core. Let's see what kind of cores this thing has. It's got Sony PlayStation 1, as you can see right there. Got SNK Neo Geo Pocket. We'll be looking at the more intensive emulators. Neo Geo CD, okay. Sega Saturn Yaboose, Sega Saturn Yaba Zero, Sega Saturn Beetle Saturn. Got Sega Dreamcast. Flycast, not the best. I like the Redream emulator, but that's what we get here. Any other type of emulators? Got all the basic emulators like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Master System. Got GameCube, that's Dolphin. That's a pretty intensive emulator. Be looking at all the emulators here. Atari Jaguar. Got MAME. But we don't have any of the heavy hitters like PlayStation 2. See if they have Sony portable PlayStation P. No. Okay, so now we know what this thing has. Of course, it has Genesis, Sega Master System, and all that stuff. That's pretty much it. You could update this as well if you want. Look at information, system information. what the CPU is. It's ARM V8 8-core CPU. This is the joystick. It's an Orange Pi PC, Orange Pi 5. Okay. And the way this works is the same as if you got it from Aptoid. I made a video about how to get Aptoid. It's in the tutorial video about installing Android operating system. It got Retroarch for this as well. You could download it here and install it. It's probably going to be the same thing, except the file's going to be smaller. And but in the way that it functions, it's probably not going to be any different. And that's pretty much it for this video. So anyways, if you have any questions, you could leave in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Let me shut this down. Go here and then just shut it down. Sorry. Go here and just power down, okay? Thanks for watching.